Good morning, everybody. I know it's been a while since I had a video, so I'm going to make this one a little fun, and it might run a bit long because you can tell I got a lot of gear to go over. This is the second part of my Dream Pack video, so enjoy. So where to start, huh? First off, welcome back. If you're new, like, subscribe, do whatever you want. That's what we're here for. Well, me. When I say we, I mean me. So let's start off with the shirt, okay? This is a Columbia Silver Ridge Light hiking shirt. I get extremely hot, sweaty, everything else, so I'm trying to find ways to cool off. I figure a button up with some decent airflow, all good. I'm going to test it out coming up. I have a shakedown hike, and then before I hit the long trail coming up in like 2 weeks, guys. Can you believe that? 2 weeks! Can't wait. All right, so start off with some things I wasn't sure if I touched on last time, but I realized I didn't, so yeah, we'll get on to it. Start off with my water filter. This is the Sawyer Micro Squeeze. I replaced the cap with a Life Water cap because it's black. Excellent flow rate. Works great for me. No change. Knock Vecto 2-liter bag. I believe it's 2 liter. Yeah, 2 liter bag, 70 fluid ounces, patent pending. Now, I like having this because I can collect all my water I need for the night. I can just pretty much fill up my 1.5 liters that I carry and still have the extra ½ liter to make food with at night and in the morning. Moving on, new addition to the pack. All right, you guys don't have to go out and buy one of the, these insanely expensive head nets. You can get one for like, a couple bucks. This stupid thing was like 10, but it was handy. It was where I wanted. It was where I wanted and what I wanted. So, head net. Bugs is bad, man. All right, Maine up here, black flies and everything else like that. Black flies, mosquitoes, ticks. I'm going to be encountering all the same stuff on the long trail, so I'm going to be using this, keeping it as an integral part of my system. And honestly, I never used one before, and then I was watching Frozen's video, Outdoor Adventures, when he picked one up, and you could just tell the difference in his mood was night and day. So I grabbed one, see what the hoopla was about, and yeah, works wonderful. As far as part of my vlogging set, this is a Manfrotto Pixie tripod. I got this because you push a button, you can set it to any angle you want. Works out excellent. And then I figured I got the tripod, might as well get the Manfrotto Pixie Universal Pro smartphone head. Locks your phone into place so it doesn't slide anywhere. Excellent thing to have. Stick pick. All right, I was playing around with it a little bit on my AT through hike. I didn't really get into it a whole lot. I think I'm going to use it some more out there on the LT. So yeah, I'll play around with it. Worth its weight in gold, I think, just from the shots that I did get. I also added some Velcro to here so I can add put this up on a limb or something, or attach it to my trekking pole so I can get different angles than what the stick pick allows. But that's it. Yeah, I have no complaints with this. It is a little heavier than, say, like the I forgot whichever one Taylor has. It's like Ultra Pod or something like that. This is a little heavier, but I like that it's a little higher and I can set any angle. All right, moving on. Sleepwear. This is a 250 Smart Wool pair of leggings. I love these things to death. I pretty much use them year round for sleeping in. And I mean, some nights if you're hot, yeah, but they do help. You can actually like throw your quilt off and, you know, still have like the perfect level of warmth. It does work out excellent. Yeah, I don't ever hike in these because, well, let's face it, I run hot, guys. I don't know what it is. It might be the first warm weather snowman. Who knows? You know, tropical Frosty. We'll stick with that. All right, moving on. In Gingies, in Gingy socks, I gotta have your dry pair and a pair to hike in. I prefer these because they actually keep your toes from getting blisters in and around the, in between and stuff like that. And I love the fact that each toe is padded, so they make them extremely comfortable. Also, they do have, up at the top, the way that it cups around your ankle, it's like a built-in gaiter. Now, I do still use gaiters so I don't get stuff, in my shoes, but this keeps stuff from getting in between your sock. Again, this is just me, so it works out great for me. Other people just like, oh, let's buy some socks that pull up to your knees or thighs or ankles, I don't know. But yeah, now I prefer the Injinjis, they work out great. Next item up for sleeping, I used to use a thick pair of merino wool socks, like the hunting socks that you can get from Walmart. Nothing wrong with those. They work out good. They really do. I also, though, found out for me, since also sleeping hot, that I was able to use a pair of darn tough quarter cut merino sock. And I am just as warm, like my feet are just as warm. And I mean, that works out good for me. I know I have a friend of mine who actually uses these to hike in, and hey, if it works for him, it works for him, right? Again, doesn't weigh very much, sleeping only. I like it. Next item up, also part of my vlogging, I have an anchor. I use the 2100. I threw some stickers on there. Pretty much favorite. Yeah, probably overkill, but I like to be able to charge everything for days and not worry about it. I also did find out that you have to use a PD charger to get this thing to charge in a reasonable amount of time, because if you use just a USB with a regular outlet, with a regular wall outlet, this thing can take like 12 plus hours to charge up, to fully charge. If you use a PD charger, it's literally like 3-4 hours. Okay, definitely the PD charger is the way to go. Next, headphones. I usually hike with these, one headphone in, one headphone out. These are Inspire Focus from JBL. Kind of old school, but I like how they have these inserts that go into your ear, and this around the outside is actually like posable, so you can have them like conform to how it fits your ear. I think these things were like $5 at TJ Maxx, only place I can find them now, but hands down my favorite. That being said, you guys know I love my music, I really do, and I was very, very distraught when my iPod got destroyed in the rain right before Franklin, about Winding Stair Gap. So, upgrade, newer iPod. Very ultralight, still the Nano, but this is the Nano Touch. A lot easier to use than my old 3rd gen Nano. I needed a replacement. So I'm going to be taking a lot better care of this one. Okay, next, I changed out my gloves. The LL Bean runner's gloves that I had didn't really work for me. I thought they would, they just really didn't. So these are Outdoor Research Flurry Touch Sensor Gloves. I got them on sale. was super happy about that because there was no way I wanted to pay like an exuberant amount of money for gloves. I ended up paying like 20 bucks for these. Great deal. I haven't got to use them because it's been a heat wave and a drought up here in Maine, but it's supposed to be like downpouring and thunderstorms and everything else on my shakedown hike. So I'm really looking forward to that, guys. But also at night in the mountains, it might drop down to like 40, 45. I might just test these out, see how they work. But I do like to have gloves with me on about every trip because some mornings can just be cold, you know. You gotta warm up quick, you know, throw on some gloves, wear them for about 5-10 minutes, take them off because your hands are sweating. Yeah. Next item. I have been debating on these. I really have been debating on these. These things were an ungodly amount of money for things that actually don't work. But they do keep your hands warm. These are rain mitts. These are the REI GTX rain mitts that are supposedly event dry, Gore-Tex, and you'd think they keep your hands dry in the rain. They do not. My own personal opinion. Also, there were a few other people out there on the AT that had these exact things, and they had the same complaints. But we kept them because it was better to have something to throw over your gloves to keep them warm when it was super cold. Are they worth the like 70 bucks? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't think so. I don't. Let me rephrase. I do not think they are worth that kind of money. I get the idea behind it and everything else like that. Maybe there's some that actually work better than these. I'd like to think and hope so. Maybe the Visp from Enlightened Equipment or whatever. But I'm going to stick with these for now because they are really light. I think they're like 3 ounces at most. Yeah. Truly unhappy with that, but keeping it because I'm playing devil's advocate in my head. Next, beanie is a beanie as long as it's fleece. This one just happens to be a New Balance, actually made up here in Maine. Didn't know that originally. Yeah, it keeps my head warm at night. I'm happy with it. Next item. Alright, yeah, so I had my tent. I decided to change out the bag to a pod. I should have bought a smaller pod, but I'm going to, try it out. And this has like everything I need for my tent inside of it, which is nice. I can just throw this on top of my pack and smush it all down and have the flat top on there, which again, nice. Who knows, I'll see if I still like it for my tent. I might start using it for my quilt or something. But the pod, I love how lightweight and how versatile it is. So we'll keep trying it. We'll try it out. Next, my clothes bag. Little Hyperlite drawstring bag. The green. I just wanted to, have a different color so I can be like, oh, yeah, that's my clothes bag. Again, loving Hyperlite. It's the same one I used on the AT. No change here at all. Okay, I'm in such a random order, guys. I know, I'm sorry. But it is what it is at this point. So, wrapped up in this little bundle here with rubber band, couldn't think of the word. I have my pillow, which is the Ultralight Arrows Sea to Summit pillow. And I have my Thermarest Neo Air X Lite, the old school model, and it's a regular one too. I'm thinking I might change this out to a Thermarest Neo Air Uberlight short pad, just because of how hot I actually do sleep. Save this one for, like end of fringe season or something if I ever go back out there in the snow. We'll see. But I love this combo. It's comfortable. It is a bit long for me. I haven't trimmed it down because, well, if you pay $150 for something, you don't really want to cut it up and then iron it and hope it stays together. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather, have it work the way that it's intended to. It's 12 ounces, pillows like maybe an ounce. I'm not worried about any of that. This is a good setup. I'll actually recommend that for other people as well. Next item, I am erring on the side of safety, guys. I did not get an inReach. I don't want to sit there and have a full-blown conversation with somebody over a cell phone in the middle of the woods. I just wanted the safety button, which is the SOS button. I also have the, hey, nothing's really wrong, it's just miserable out here, it's downpouring and I'm having a horrible day, come pick me up button. Hey, I'm okay, hey, this is where I am, or some other pre-programmed message. So this is a Spot device, Gen 3. Figured it's all I need, really. You can put rechargeable batteries in here and just recharge it, which I'm going to do. This thing can track you on Google Maps and stuff like that. As far as setting that up, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be setting this up before I leave, though, so I can have some friends and family who follow along with me. All right, so Spot device added. Kind of gives me some peace of mind because I was looking at a solo trip for the long trail. I didn't think there was going to be a lot of people going there this year, but from what I've been told, there's a lot of people out there that are long trail hikers right now. We'll see. All right, so you guys know I have a love-hate relationship with my Melanzana. I love it, it hates me, it's too hot for me to hike in. I am trying out. This is a Packfire hoodie, the hoodie. And just wearing it around, it is extremely comfortable. Oh my God, I'm digging it. It is a bit heftier, it's 14.1 ounces. But it is warm and it's cool when I need it to be. The way that it's designed with like the 3-part hood, I don't really need the cinch or the cowl. The cowl is nice in colder weather, but I don't really need it. This neck line is actually designed differently where it goes around and then it's ribbed up here to add for a little stretch. It's also a bit ribbed on the sides, so it allows for a little stretch. I'm going to be trying it out on the long trail. Hopefully I'm going to love it as much as I think I will. Because, well, yeah, they cost a bit. These are also handmade in Peru, though, and it's really nice because they also put a tag on, like, and wrote down, hey, who made your hoodie? So I'd like to thank you, Ruth A. from Packfire, for making my hoodie. Yeah, well, we're going to try it out and see if it works out better. I'm not going to take the Melanzana this time, guys. Ooh. Scary, shuddery thought, right? All right, next, what I normally wear for while I'm hiking. These are Patagonia Strider shorts. I like these things because they do have a built-in liner. I keep the liner in there, but I still wear underwear underneath because if not, I get chafing. That's just me. I don't know. So some people don't. I love these things because they literally have 4 pockets on the side that are meant for ultra runners and stuff like that, for gels and like quick fast snacks food. Also, they have this little hidden pocket on the back that's just big enough for a wallet. So when you're going into town, you can actually just have your wallet right there. I opted for the 7-inch. Not the 5. It's extremely comfortable. They work out great. They're quick dry. I mean, really quick dry. I never had to worry about these things freezing up and stuff like that. You guys know I don't really like pants because, well, it's too hot. All right, moving on. Whew, I've been ripping right through this. Let's get the big blue and gray monster out the way here. This is my quilt. This is an Underground Quilt Company Bandit Top Quilt. 950 fill. I went with the Moroccan blue on the outside, and I went with the gray on the inside. Zero frills, no overstuff. Just a little snap and buckle down there at the end for the foot box. Regular length, regular width. I didn't need all the thrills, but what I did manage to do, though, was get this down to 16.3 ounces through their website, and it was a lot cheaper than other brands because I'd pay for all this stuff out of pocket, and I absolutely love this thing. I was just telling my buddy the other day that, you know, looking at his setup, actually helping him pack for this trip coming up, I told him I don't think I could actually go back to a sleeping bag. It's just not me. You know, this thing is perfect. So, no change to this. The last of my big three. I absolutely love this. And yes, I use their ultralight pad straps. I like them. I've only been using one. I should be using two, so I do need to get a second one. But yeah. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 items left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items left, guys. Six. I promise. I'm trying to push through this as fast as I can while giving you guys accurate information, okay? So, we'll start off over here. These are Body Wrappers Dancer Pants. Cue laughter. Yeah, these things are considered unisex, but you buy them in like the girls section on the website. You can get different colors and whatnot. I just grabbed a pair of large. I was told about these actually by Frozen and by a friend of mine who is a triple crowner. Can't talk, sorry. I chuckled at first and I was like, well, you know what, we'll try it out anyway. So I ordered them. I've been using them and I do love them. You can treat them with DWR to make them slightly water repellent. They are just a set of nylon pants though, with a bungee down here at the bottom and a bungee at the waist. And I'll tell you this, guys, unlike rain pants that just block the rain and eventually will get, you know, wet and start to soak in a little bit of water, these soak in water. They do dry as you walk, and literally, like, you take them off, you hang them up, and 10 minutes later they're dry. It's uncanny. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna stick with those because well, they weigh in at like 3 ounces or something like that for size large. Yeah, they're great. We'll move over to this side. Now this is, I had to have this fixed actually through Sherpa, and I'm going to give mad kudos to Sherpa for this because I didn't wash it. I literally got back from the AT, got a hold of them, said, hey, this thing's got like a rip here and a hole in the back, and I haven't had it that long. You know, at that point I had it like, you know, 3 months and literally used it for a month. And they said, no problem, send it to us. Are you on trail? If you are, you can just, you know, ship it to us. Don't worry about anything. And I'm like, well, I just got off trail, but I'm going to be heading back out, or so I thought. And they're like, that's fine, you know, just send it to us and we can send it back to whatever address you want. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I sent it to them. They fixed it flawlessly. You can't even tell where the rips were or anything. You can check that out in my last video where I was so happy to have it back that I impulsively just shot a video real quick. But when I opened up the bag, getting it out of the mail, oh man, did it smell like thru hiker. Just, my bad. So I apologize to you guys, but you did an amazing job fixing it, so thank you. Next, I'm going to continue on the Sherpa kit, guys. Oh, didn't see that one coming. Now, I got their Mandal dry release tee. It's like a performance cotton blend. I'll try anything out, you know. I like to have I'm going to be basically having the t-shirt to interchange with this one. And just, it's more my fit, I think. But I'm going to use this primarily for sleeping in and everything else like that. Now, the big boy right here. I never thought I'd be spending Dan Becker money, but this is an Arc'teryx Cerium SL in Robotica Gray, prior season model. I love this jacket. I will even deem it sexy as it can be, because it is. 7.4 ounces without the bag. What I love about Arc'teryx with the Cerium series is this is all down while this is synthetic. And this is synthetic up here, and right in front of your mouth is synthetic, just because those are high moisture areas and they know down doesn't insulate as well as being synthetic. So this is a very, very technical jacket. I absolutely love it. The hood on there is great. There's an adjustment on the back of it as well. Something else I was having replaced because, well, they fell on the ground as standing there and shattered. Those were my glasses. I prefer the half jackets, sunglasses, sorry. Prefer half jackets with polarized lenses. A lot of people call it useless. I call it a necessary evil because, well, I mean, my eyes are a bit sensitive when it's like super bright sun. Yeah, they just live on the back of my head mostly, or if I'm wearing them, I'm wearing them, you know? Ta-da. Congratulations, you just got the Frosty tutorial on how to wear sunglasses. But no, I like these. So I had to replace the ones that got shattered. And speaking of replacements, yeah, I put some miles on there. Sorry guys, I haven't been filming them. These are Ultra Lone Peak 4.5s. My other ones on the AT literally pulled out, the fabric pulled out of the rubber. I was not happy. I got a hold of Ultra and they're like, well, let's make this right. And they sent me a brand new pair in black this time even, which was, you know, kind of nice, for, you know, nothing. Dealing with their customer service was absolutely great. We'll see if I stick with the Lone Peaks. I might not. I don't know. I might just opt for something more durable. But hey, you never know. These things are comfortable and they do work out great for me. Again. So that is the end of the gear. The end of the dream pack even. I'm amazed, to be honest, right now. Honestly though, I've missed you guys. Your comments are stellar. You are pretty much the best fan base ever. Again, sorry I haven't been putting out videos. I've just been doing like just day hikes and little things like that to kind of keep my mind going and my body able to hike up a mountain. I do got a little bit of the COVID going on, but hey, yeah. Went and did some trail magic for some of the guys who stayed on the trail. You know, it was great to see them and stuff like that. And I was kind of chuckling at some of the gear changes they had made. Got new packs and stuff like that. Yeah. So this is going to be, there's going to be one more video up before I leave for the long trail. And then, who knows, I don't even know if I'm going to delay the long trail videos. We'll see. I don't know exactly how to film it and put it together yet because of spotty signal, but we're going to try it. I've been watching Probation Termination, PT, his videos for the long trail, and I've kind of went back old school as well and was watching Redbeard's videos. Absolutely amazing. Just so I can have an idea of like where to stop, resupply, stuff like that. I did get the Long Trail Guide book, which is very confusing to follow. don't even get me started. I'll be using Guthook, and I made my own spreadsheet of where the shelters are, towns are, and stuff like that. I want to kind of refine that. And then I think I'm going to put that out open source for anybody who wants it. Okay? We'll see about that too. So yeah, I've been doing a few projects and whatnot like such. And yeah. Well, anyway, guys, that's it. That's all the gear. Finally. Again, I may change out that thermarest, but that's it. Anyway, guys, have a great one, and I will catch you later.